Why I like TXT? Let me know if you agree. Firstly, TXT when they debuted, I honestly thought was just Hybe trying to cash in on BTS's success by creating a group that copied BTS in every aspect in order to try and replicate the lightning in a bottle that is BTS. I was wrong, and quite surprised to find TXT was very different. They had a softer, more boyish theme with a more Aegyo-like approach. Did it make me click with the group members? No, it wasn't my aesthetic. However, it did not mean that I didn't like Crown. It was great. I also really liked Drama. Not sure if that's an obscure song, but I really like it still. But I didn't quite understand why I liked some of the songs, and even when Can't You See Me came out in Poppin' Star as well as Magic Island, I still didn't quite get why I didn't have that much of an interest in the group overall. Like, their aesthetic didn't do much for me, but I kept really liking some of their songs here and there, and kept coming back to listen. And then Blue Hour came out, and that's when it really hit me, why I'd keep listening to TXT's new releases to see if I liked any of the songs. It's because these boys could actually sing and dance very well. Like, even if a song isn't your aesthetic, if the vocals are tight and the harmonies are in there, you'd listen, right? It was Blue Hour that made me realize this, and I think it's because I also realized, wow, if a group couldn't sing and released a song like Blue Hour, which has so much happiness and Aegyo-like qualities in its delivery, that would make me kind of queasy. But because the vocals are so spot on, I really like the song. And then of course the dance version came out, and I found myself watching the fan cams and choreography videos and really enjoying TXT's aesthetic. We Lost the Summer also came out, and that has such light, airy vocals while addressing the irritation and worry caused by the pandemic. I also give kudos to Hybe because they actually weren't trying to recreate a second BTS. And hearing the members' vocals, it was interesting to me that their voices are so different to BTS. And that was a conscious decision made by Hybe, which again was very interesting and also a very bold choice on behalf of the company. They could have just gone the easy route, which was make a clone replacement of BTS that they could bank on while BTS were in the military. But no, they're actually letting these boys have their own style and aesthetic, which is great. And then going back and listening to Magic Island and Drama, Crown, etc., I love the high tone and the high pitch of these songs. And once again, I could hear the vocals were so strong and spot on. No one sucks. And then of course Love Song came out, and that's when I became a big fan of TXT. Love Song came out and I became a big fan of TXT. Things really changed. Here came this sort of emo, I hate myself, angsty type music video, and I ate it up. It's painful, it's raw, and with Frost coming out, they've duplicated those painful rasping, screeching notes, and I love that. It's now such a signature sound of TXT I didn't know I needed. All the members hold their own, and they all add something different with their voices. I know and understand that there is a lore, a storytelling and theme that runs throughout TXT's videos and music, and I think that that's great. I love consistency, even when the aesthetics change. You can tell TXT's message is about growing up, going through that teenage growth phase, and all the angst, rage, and pain that goes along with it. But the softer, more dreamlike songs that also come out in conjunction is like teenage escapism, that feeling of not wanting to grow up or become an adult and revert to being a carefree child. Or the opposite, where you want the freedom that an adult has without the responsibility that comes with it. I think it's really thought-provoking. Love Song is honestly one of the best songs to come out this year, and the whole recent Chaos album is so good. I do feel like TXT has taken inspiration from BTS's Run I Need You era in terms of the aesthetic and how that also explored mental health, but they've made it their own, modernizing it and exploring this angst in a different way. But then they still come out with those light and airy songs that are at the core of their debut. It's their core music. They haven't forgotten their roots, but have grown it into something unique. As I said before, I've really noticed how good their choreography and dancing is. Their vocal skills are great, and I don't feel like any member is forgotten or ignored. Even if Yeonjun might be the face of the group, it still doesn't feel at all like it's just him and his backup dancers. The others do really hold their own, so I really like that. I look very much forward to seeing where TXT takes their music and their themes and how it develops. What aesthetic are they going to try next? But to be honest, they could stop making music right now, and I'd be so happy with the music they've made. I could seriously listen to the Chaos album forever. And also, if they want to stay in this type of emo phase they're in right now, I'd be more than fine with that too, since it's so interesting to see a group that started out so bright and happy with their concept turn into this and really go crazy and let loose, while also retaining a pure and somehow innocent aesthetic. It's so interesting, and it contrasts so well within Hype and BTS that you wouldn't know these groups are all under the same label. They're all so unique. But that just means that Hybe are winning and there's more money on the table for them because there'll be at least one of these three groups that you would like and listen to. But what do you think?